All right, guys, we're back again at the Market Messenger Movie Podcast,
and
it's just me and Abhi this week, no guests or anything.
Yeah.
But here we go.
You thought?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
What's up?
look who's back.
It's me.
It's Adam Noll.
Continuity errors.
Yeah.
Don't we love them?
All those.
All right, Justice League.
Wait, okay, first
I still haven't seen it, but I don't care about the
That's fine,
plot,
that's
so
fine.
go ahead
I think
and spoil
that's
it
a
for
more
me.
valid opinion for
So
it.
before we
What
dive,
plot? Like, so, I mean, I don't even hate that film, but like, you know what's gonna happen from the beginning.
Yeah.
all right. You know what? It's fine. It's fine.
We're off to a real good start, guys, of the Market Messenger Movie Podcast.
So, before we get into so the main thing today, we're gonna be talking about Thor Ragnarok. We're gonna be talking about Justice League. Oh snap! And so that'll be real fun.
Oh snap!
Do you wanna? We can talk about them without spoilers, and then we'll talk about them with spoilers at the end. So.
Aye.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right,
works.
so in the news, what's crazy, you know what happened? Disney bought a ton of assets and a lot of stuff from assets, I guess. I don't know. It's a bunch of stuff. What?
Rights.
Bunch of rights to a bunch of different shows and just a lot of stuff from Fox.
Yep.
For $52 billion, I believe.
Wow.
Insane.
Wow.
It's insane.
Wild.
That's more money than I have in my bank account.
So that includes X-Men, that includes The Simpsons, that's
Fantastic Four.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So all of that, yeah, exactly. All of the
I
craziness.
can't wait to see another one of
Can't
those.
wait to see Fan 4 Stick 2. Fan
But
5 Stick.
I burped.
I definitely. So I think it's really cool. But what I was worried about was Disney. They're a little bit hey, we don't want to, make.
R-rated film.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Or,
but I saw.
So they acquired Deadpool, which is the worry.
Yeah,
the other
but
thing
the
that,
thing,
worries
I
me-
literally, I just saw Bob Iger said that.
the audio peak.
I'll turn it down. Don't worry. Bob Iger said that he wouldn't.
Sorry.
He wouldn't he's okay with that. They're still gonna keep it R-rated. Just as long as people know.
Yeah, boy.
Well, I mean,
So it's
considering how
staying the
successful Deadpool was, they can't really afford not to.
That's what I'm saying. I can't.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it Disney said they'll never make an R-rated film? And I was like,
My
you're
only real
not
concerns with that are, number one, they're going to be pulling all Disney properties from every other streaming site to eventually make their own streaming site.
Smart.
I don't remember.
Well,
if you guys
they
heard
have a
that.
60% share in Hulu now, though.
Yeah.
Really? They do?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they got in this
That
deal.
was also
Interesting.
what's part
I guess
of,
I have
what's
to get a
also
Hulu
cool,
membership now.
Fox gets a little bit
I'll
of
give you mine. Yeah, it's all good.
Fox gets a little bit of love out of this as well. They're getting 25% of Disney's shares.
Hi, puppy.
So that's crazy.
No, is that Disney or
Can I pick 'em
Disney
up?
parent company? He'll hate it.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think put him in frame.
From Disney,
Yeah.
from Disney parent company.
Okay. And then there's the other thing where it's just a monopoly. It's monopolization of entertainment, which isn't always a good thing. Of course, as a fan, I'm glad to see the opportunity for all of these characters to be in the same cinematic universe.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But at the same time, they have cornered the market entirely on superhero movies.
I mean, if the DC universe wasn't doing so awfully,
Oh yeah, I don't consider them
well,
real
think
movies.
about if the DC universe was doing good, I'm sorry, retract that. If it didn't exist at all, if they didn't do live action films, I don't think this would have gone through.
Really?
I think they would have called it Monopoly. Well, I don't know anything about that, but I think that probably is a role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're really the only competitor at this point, superhero film wise.
Yeah. That's true.
Now
So,
they eliminated X-Men.
What are they coming out with soon, DC wise? Aren't they making a Suicide Squad 2?
I don't know.
At some point?
I don't know. But they're not worth keeping up with rumors with because
Yeah.
they change every time a film comes out.
I
because
heard
it's
that
awful.
one of the more recent rumors is that they want John Hamm to replace Ben Affleck
Yeah,
as Batman.
I did hear that.
John Hamm?
I think-
And I don't care.
I don't care either.
John Hamm.
I
Can I get a picture of John Hamm? Hey
I
guys,
didn't say
we're
anything.
back. We had some technical difficulties the first time, but we're just going to repeat everything we said.
Mm-hmm.
Disney bought a bunch of Fox, and for us movie fans, that means they got Fantastic Four and X-Men. It also means they got a 6% share in Hulu, which might mean that plans could get halted on the Disney streaming service.
Yeah, and I see here it says Wolverine's future is a topic of discussion after Disney's deal.
They make lots of money.
Bring Hugh back.
No,
Bring Hugh back.
He'll never come
I
back.
don't care.
I want to see him as an old man again.
I don't care. Bring back.
He's
I
dead.
want to see him as a.
Whoops. Spoilers.
I think
I haven't seen
Logan's
Logan,
been out
but
for about a
I feel
year.
like everybody
You haven't
knew.
seen Logan?
No, I haven't. But I feel like everybody knew he was gonna die at the end anyway. I don't care. Whatever.
I can't believe you're on my podcast.
Yeah, I know. I haven't seen it still. But who would be the new Wolverine?
It's my favorite superhero film of all time.
I know.
I feel like
It's so good.
you know, and I would
Dreamcasting for Sega Dreamcast.
no, I would
Dreamcasting for Wolverine.
A real Sega Dreamcast.
Who do you want your new
as
Wolverine to be?
I don't. You know what? Actually, I'd totally be okay if they had the girl from Logan like as the new Wolverine.
X-23.
Yeah, X-20, Laura
Laura Kinney.
If they had Daphne Keane back as Laura Kinney, I'd be totally okay with it.
That's an A+ casting choice.
Yeah.
I mean, give her a couple years to age up,
Yeah, sure.
and I
mean,
can see her.
She's got.
She's such a cool physical actor
Do
as
you
it is
think
now.
like so good. Yeah.
They will just integrate the current
No.
X-Men
That
continuity.
needs a
in?
reboot so bad.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like they could use
I don't
the
even
same
know
cast.
if we're gonna get Dark Phoenix. I don't even know unless it's like super deep into production. I don't know where they're at.
They are.
I mean,
they've
if we're
already
gonna
started
have an
filming.
old Professor X, I still want
Well,
Patrick Stewart.
They've
Well,
already.
he's Professor X.
They've
To
already.
be fair, like
Okay,
no, I mean like
He is the
2
Professor X.
billions of people around the world.
But so
Yeah.
is Jackman, man. I just cursed again. I'm sorry.
timestamp
I don't know. It's
2:15. 2:15.
just looking like the first.
I'm probably gonna
5,
do that a
7.
lot.
I mean, it's not like he goes to school here.
I can get in trouble.
No, I think because
We might.
they've already started production and like filming on the new X-Men movie, which is
Dark
Dark
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Yeah, and
Yeah.
they like
Okay.
I think it was Entertainment Weekly. They had
So
like
that'll
a huge,
come out,
They had a huge
And they'll
photograph.
reboot the universe immediately.
Yeah, they had a huge photograph of.
Go close my door, Adam.
Okay.
They had a huge photograph of
Sorry.
Sophie Turner, like with like the flames around her, like the like, like the Dark Phoenix energy or whatever, like coming from off of it. It looks
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Decent Jean Grey.
I've been so excited for Dark Phoenix, and now I don't care. They've officially like Apocalypse was bad enough where I
It
don't
was
care.
not good.
They ruined
Apocalypse just
Magneto for
is-
me,
Yeah.
and there was a really
Yeah.
cool Magneto parts in that film. But then it was like he wouldn't join Apocalypse. You're dumb. But that's not a Magneto thing.
Yeah.
Even if he does in the comics, I've always disagreed with that decision.
Did he?
Yeah, he's at one point or another been one of the 4 horsemen. Wow. Got
Yeah,
real
that movie
quick.
sucked. There was the one scene where the angel guy was like in a garage and he was like an 80s heavy metal dude.
It was
There-
Church.
And it was
It was church, and he was listening to the 4
He was
Horsemen
listening
by
to Four
Metallica.
Horsemen by Metallica.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, this is kind of sick.
That's not it, and I understood. Like I knew what that song was. I
Yeah,
was like,
same.
that's so.
I was like,
off the
this
cuff
is
for me.
pretty tight. And then they used that same song in Stranger Things season 2.
Yeah, they
Billy.
did.
Yeah.
they did.
I love
What's
that.
it for?
Did we
real
talk
good
about
song.
Stranger
Yeah,
Things
it's great.
season 2 yet?
I mean, check out my review.
Good
It has
show.
2,000 views on the website.
Yeah.
That's probably my crowning achievement as a writer. And I've written so much better than that.
So in terms of Marvel,
I'm
how
excited.
do you? You're a big comics fan, so you know comics things.
Oh, yeah.
How do you think they should integrate X-Men into the MCU?
Slowly.
With what like event? Do you think like
Oh man.
so standalone movies?
You've
of
almost
course-
got to build their own universe first.
Well, yeah, of course, but at what point do you think?
Come in. Don't cut that out. This is live.
Okay, so like what
cutting that out.
what event do you think will be like the full integration after a few standalone movies building
It's
up
either
the-
got to be Avengers versus X-Men or the Skrull invasion. Take your pick.
Squirrel invasion?
Skrull.
Okay.
You know what the Skrulls are?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're like body invaders. They're
Uh-huh.
cool stuff.
Body
If you
invaders.
don't know what the Skrull is, it's basically like the species that like can transform like,
Yeah.
to look like anybody.
I think it would be interesting if they did like a Secret Wars.
I don't care. It's almost like once you fight Thanos, like Galactus isn't a
Yeah,
deal.
that's
which,
true.
Which is part of the why they shot themselves in the foot here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because Thanos is the biggest bad guy that Marvel has. Why am I already seeing him?
Yeah.
Like at least DC, if they do Darkseid in their next film, they have Brainiac,
Yeah.
who is debatably on par.
And they have like is Annihilus Marvel?
Annihilus is Marvel,
Okay.
and he's kind of tied in with the Shi'ar and the Kree, and
Okay.
boy, their space is a mess. Like
Yeah,
DC's space is
serious.
not a
Yeah.
mess.
It's
Marvel's space is a mess.
Yeah, Marvel space
I
is
feel like
crazy,
they,
just messy, and I guess that's cool. But like, DC's universe or space is just very
It's
organized.
getting cleaned
Yeah.
up in
It's-
the MCU, which
it-
I appreciate.
It's organized in DC. I feel like mainly because of the lanterns, because you got the different lanterns.
Oh yeah, no, lanterns help that a lot.
So,
because
yeah.
you see, oh, this guy's from this planet.
Well,
so
do you
he's
think
in
if
that
they
sector.
integrate the Nova Corps, you think that would help out at all?
Well, the Nova Corps is completely gone because remember they had the Power
Right.
Stone.
Right.
What?
So Thanos is gonna want that.
That's right. He
Yeah.
just killed them all.
So no, they're dead.
So they gave. Oh yeah.
They're very, very
I feel
dead.
like we can talk about this because it just came. We haven't talked about this yet. The Infinity War trailer
Oh
dropped.
God!
All right.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
looks
and,
awesome.
and I'm fatigued on
I
superhero
am-
movies.
I
But
am
like,
too.
if there's one thing that's
So
gonna
I'm not
remedy that,
super
it's
pumped.
this
Me
and
as
then a
well.
year break.
But I feel like the bubble's gonna burst sooner or later,
Yeah.
especially with
Well,
Disney
it's-
owning everything.
Give me a year and a half with no superhero films, and I'll be jacked. For
Yeah,
this
just
one.
we all need like a break.
I think
you know they
after
won't
Phase
stop.
3, even just like a couple cool down
You know,
films.
but
Yeah.
they've been going stronger than ever. Like
That's true.
It's
Yeah.
crazy
the
how
films
long
are getting better and better. To be fair,
It's crazy how long that this has even lasted. Like it's been going on since like Daredevil.
Yeah,
Like the one with
great film.
Oh, yeah.
That's a joke. It's
That's
not a
better.
great film.
Yeah, but like since then, and then like huge explosion since like the X-Men
huge
came
jacked
out.
man.
Yeah, exactly. Huge jacked
man.
That's a joke from Night of the Museum 3. Huge Ackman.
Huge act man.
Yeah, they make that joke. Anyway, total non-starter. Anyway,
Can we have props?
yeah, sure.
There you go.
I mean, I've been holding
Yeah,
this the
and-
entire podcast
oh my
so
God.
far.
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
it's pretty bright.
So yeah, so the trailer dropped, and like I think it's pretty cool, but I kind of think it's weird that like they dropped it so soon. It's like Thor Ragnarok just came out, and I haven't seen Thor Ragnarok, so I was like, oh,
Well, I feel like it's happening right around the corner. It's happening in May, right?
no, yes,
Is it?
Yes,
Yes,
it is.
May sounds
so it's
right.
like they're showing all these scenes from this movie, and like most people. A lot of people still haven't seen Thor Ragnarok, and nobody's seen Black Panther yet. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like, okay, I guess. But it gets the hype going. So
Black Panther will be cool. Excited for that.
I'm pretty pumped for that movie.
Did you hear
They
about
keep finding
the,
ways to make me excited for these movies. That's why like fatigue may actually be
Yeah.
not a thing.
You know, like the that kid that like got bullied and it was like a whole like meme.
Yes.
Because like they like gave his family like $60,000 and then they found out he was racist.
well, no.
Oh boy.
That's-
Wait, did you hear about?
Well,
did you
no,
hear
no,
about that part?
I heard
that's
about the first part.
No, the
Oh,
thing
okay.
is, it's not him. Like,
Well,
there's
yeah.
a lot of
It's
false
like his-
reports.
his-
There's a lot
yeah,
of.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just a bunch of
It's-
internet rumors.
His mom is like using him for money.
Yeah,
basically,
but then
and
no.
she's racist.
But then,
That's such an awful
but then people
situation.
looked into it. And, like, she's not racist. It was the dad, but like he hasn't been around for a long time. And then she's like, we're not like that at all. He's totally separate from her family. And so that's a whole thing. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Forget.
Well,
Like,
I want to point
Chris
out
Evans
that a
invited him
B's
to Infinity
screensaver
War.
is a Blade Runner 2049 screensaver.
I did
He's
not
a
see
big
Blade Runner
fan.
2449.
A B might slap you.
The first one was good. I heard
No,
the new one was bad.
I honestly don't. I don't disagree with a lot of
Right.
people who didn't like Blade Runner 2049 because it's not for everybody.
My film
It's
professor
very
told me
similar
it was
to
bad.
That's his way of calling you stupid.
It's
No, but
It's
I haven't
really-
seen it. Like I'm open to it.
Oh,
My
yeah.
film professor said it was awful.
it's really long, but I like
You have a
the
film
idea.
professor, and I feel like you're above me now. I
gonna
feel like I should shut up and let you talk.
I'm gonna have 2 of them next quarter, except they're not like
My baby's
film
growing up,
professors.
dog.
I'm gonna take editing and sound design
Oh, nice.
to
Oh.
see if I want to pick a concentration in either of those
Oh,
things.
that's
So
gonna be
I'm
awesome.
testing those out. just to
Editing
see
is
if
so
I-
fun.
How about weathermanning?
weatherman.
I want you to be a
I don't think
weatherman.
we have a concentration for that.
Editing is also.
I will move to
it's
wherever you're the
fu-
weatherman.
Editing is fun, but also very stressful. I mean, like even just doing these podcasts, sometimes I'm like, "Ah."
Yeah, then he doesn't do 2 of them.
What are you talking about?
Fun
two
fact:
of
we
them?
have 2 episodes in the vault that would be just.
What do you
they
mean
were
two of
Halloween
them?
episodes.
It's just one.
There were 2.
What?
There were 2 Halloween episodes. You didn't get either. of them.
What do you mean two?
And Miss J was like, "It's November 5th. We're not putting these out."
Since when were there two?
B. They stacked up, dog.
What? I don't even remember there being.
Did you
a
like
second
split it
one.
into 2?
We're gonna have to cut here because B has to deal with his humanity.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm over it. We'll put them out next Halloween.
Somebody else.
I'll be in college.
We have to have
Movies were
Connor
they over?
post it.
We live reacted to Sleepy Hollow.
Right. I know
Oh,
that.
okay.
I know that happened.
It was good too. That was one of my favorite podcasts.
Okay, so then what was the second one?
I don't remember anymore.
Oh.
We still have to do. We're gonna do the live com on Jim Carrey's The Grinch. Oh. You'll still be in town, so you're invited, Adam.
I've watched that twice in the
I-
last month.
They're so good.
seen-
It's
Really
so funny.
So good.
All right. So Infinity War trailer. What other?
I'm pumped.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so
I
have
think
you guys?
Bruce Banner's in the Hulkbuster armor.
Okay.
What?
So have you seen?
How does that work?
Well, the way he moves kind of tipped me off. That was sexy. Like he doesn't move like he knows what he's doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He moves kind of animalistically. I remember podcasting with you now. Yeah, no, it's fairly convincing, the argument to be made.
Okay. So. Oh, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. What other good movies? You
Shape
guys
of
see?
Water, directed by Guillermo del Toro. Have you guys heard about that?
I have not.
It looks really interesting. Like the trailers, like it's like a weird, like it's like horror thriller drama.
I'm so excited for Death
interspecies
Stranding.
love thing.
Death Stranding looks
There's not the podcast for that.
I know, but it looks so cool.
We've talked about video games in the past.
Yeah, we have.
Video games. Video games are cool.
Like we talked about
You said that before.
Yeah.
So
that trailer looked cool though.
I want to go through some movies that have come out that I think are good.
Okay.
You guys can tell me if there's anything else. Coco, I haven't seen it, but
isn't that the one that had the controversy because there was like a 20-minute Frozen short before it?
That's
ridiculous.
Miss J was saying that when they went to go see it, they had the 20-minute Frozen short. I was like, that's the like completely wrong place to put it.
I would be
not every person.
I would be so furious.
Yeah, not every person going to see.
The film, right?
Right.
Not every person going to see Coco is like a Pixar fan, and it's the wrong demographic. Like, it's about the Day of the Dead.
If
and
you're
like,
gonna do it like before the film, do it before like the scheduled time. Like if the movie's supposed to start at 6, don't put the 20-minute thing at 6.
Yeah.
Put it
You
at
put
like
that on very
at
quickly.
5:40.
Oh, well, that's
Jesus.
fine. This is your personal one though, right? The one you're building.
The one I'm building is for my sister for Christmas.
Oh, okay. Well, does she watch this podcast?
No, but I mean,
Nobody does.
She's in the house, so.
Okay.
Another good movie I saw recently was Lady Bird. Lady Bird was great.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Devin,
Excellent.
Talk about Lady
to
Bird.
see it? I didn't do it.
Sorry,
Devin.
So it's like a coming of age like teen movie kind of about this girl named Christine. Her given name is Christine. She goes by Lady Bird. It's like about identity and like.
I don't like her. That's weird.
Yeah, I know she is weird, and like every character is super weird. But,
I kind of
in
like
a certain
that.
way where you kind of hate everybody in the movie, except for like her brother Miguel. He was like the best character. But
I don't like anyone who's different than me.
So like, yeah, it's like she dates like people in high school, and it's just about her life at like this Catholic high school.
I saw the trailer
how
where
she
she
wants
was
to go to
like, "I'm
college.
having sex, Mom." And
Yeah.
she was like, "You're having sex?" And she was like, "Yeah, Mom, I'm having sex." And I was like, "This is not something I want to watch."
Like the first scene is fantastic because she's like in the car with her mom, like arguing about colleges, about like where she wants to go to college.
Yeah.
And her mom's like, "No, you can't go there. It's too expensive." And at one point, like she just gets fed up with this argument with her mom, and she jumps out of the car as it's moving.
Oh my
God.
I saw that.
And then,
I did
and
see
then
that,
it cuts
yeah.
to like her in a cast, and the only thing it says in the cast is just "F you, mom."
Yeah.
That's great.
It's really funny. It's
Yeah.
it's got its own charm to it.
That's what I
but it's
kind of
really
thought
good.
was interesting when I saw the trailer. Is that it didn't feel like kind of like a teen high school movie. It felt like more like a drama between her and her mom, which I think is really
that's
interesting.
like a big central like byproduct of like the main point, I think, because it's mostly about her like discovering her own identity as like an adolescent person.
Yeah, and I guess
and
like
that like creates a
mom-
lot of conflict.
Yeah, mom
between
kind of
her
like
and mom.
It felt very
influences that.
Perks of Being a Wallflower to me.
Yeah, a little bit. I actually haven't seen that movie, but
You continue to disappoint me.
I
You're
haven't-
going
but-
to DePaul.
but I can see how it looks similar in like indie
So,
like
it's
film style.
edgy teen.
Yeah.
Yeah, edgy teen. That's true. Edgy teen genre should
Not
just
like
be
a bad way. Just like
Yeah.
it looks like that.
So other movies that have come out recently, The Disaster Artist, obviously,
I
like,
just
with
saw
James
The Room the
Franco,
other day
Dave.
again.
Yeah,
Awful
it's,
movie, but like in the best way possible.
yeah, that's the Disaster Artist. Is, if you don't
You're
know,
my
is a
favorite
movie.
customer.
Is a movie about the making of what is called the worst movie ever made, which is called The Room.
Which the title doesn't even make sense because there's several rooms in that movie.
Which room is it referring to?
About half of it takes place on top of that building.
No, and
Like,
then
there is no
that's
like
true.
singular room.
It feels like it's so weird because The Room feels like a weird like TV show sitcom because it
It's-
uses like same
yeah.
sets over and over and
it's
over
surreal.
and over again.
It's like a surrealist like.
But I think The Room refers to the room where they make love to each other.
I guess. Like I don't know.
Look, like that room is so special. Anyway, The Room.
hi, Mark.
If you haven't
Please
seen
say
it,
make love again.
you've definitely like seen the memes and stuff from it. The actor Tommy Wiseau is like just so mysterious. So like nobody knows anything
he's an
about him.
enigma.
He has
He's
a
an
weird
enigma.
accent. He has a strange pool of money that who knows where it's coming
Yeah,
from.
nobody knows where he got his money.
Crack.
Nobody knows where he's from.
Nobody knows where he
how
got his.
old he is.
Nobody
Like,
knows where he got his accent from.
Yeah.
Where
Or,
did he
like-
get those shades? Anyway,
If you don't know where someone's money's coming from, it's crack.
I just followed
That's
him
a
on
rule of
Twitter
thumb.
the other day, and his DMs were open, so I sent him a DM and said I love him.
no.
He didn't answer.
So
yet.
so
still have
this
high hopes.
Disaster Artist is
Maybe
based
send
on
another one every month.
the Disaster Artist is based on the book, but I think they talked to Tommy himself and
Yeah,
like
I
other
think
people to
he
get like a more accurate
is in
representation
part
of
of
what
the
happened while they
It's-
were making the
It's
room.
based on the book written by Greg Sestero, who's the guy that played Mark in the original Room.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they're
But-
actually coming out with a new movie soon. Greg and Tommy Wiseau.
No
called,
way.
It's called Best Friends. friends, but like the R is in parentheses, so it's like best fiends.
Oh.
There's a trailer for it, and it makes
awful.
absolutely no sense.
Good.
And I don't know if they're doing that on purpose or if
don't know,
Tommy's just
man.
like got this vision. Or like I don't know what it is.
I just want if Tommy knows that, like, just let him do whatever. I don't
Yeah.
care. So yeah, but that looks like an interesting movie because it's not like just like hey, look at how bad this movie is. It seems kind of like it makes Tommy seem really endearing because it's
Yeah.
like they're not good at what they do, but they really went for it to
Yeah.
try and make like a movie.
You can tell the guy like loves film.
Yeah.
And he like loves what he does. He's just like
So
he's
it's
just
What
so
a
weird.
weirdo.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
And then another movie that came out that I really want to see that I haven't seen yet. I've seen the trailer for it. It's directed by Guillermo del Toro, who did Pacific Rim and
Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Pan's
Can't wait.
Labyrinth. Yes, obviously.
What else did he do? He did something else.
A bunch of other stuff, but the new movie called Shape of Water, called The Shape of Water. It's
Takes the form of the container that it's put in.
exactly.
Spoiler alert.
So it's about like I think it takes place in like the 60s or 70s, and it's like they're in like a government.
Did that get on the camera? No,
you're fine.
No, I
just wanted to hear the sound of water.
I also remember. I
sequel.
also remember doing podcasting with Adam now. So it's about like this lady in some like government facility that is housing like a weird alien water creature.
Of course,
And like she's
Guillermo,
like,
it's got to be a
and
water creature.
Yeah, it's really creepy and weird, but it's like a thriller, drama,
Hellboy.
romance.
That's the other one I was trying to think
Do
of.
you think he
Hellboy.
like almost drowned as a child and then now has like a thing?
Guillermo?
Like, okay, name he directed Hellboy, and there's definitely weird water scenes in that.
Yeah, and there's like the fish man.
probably
Pacific
has a
Rim,
thing with
everyone's
water.
coming out of the water, and they come.
Yeah.
The kaiju come from the water.
That's true.
I haven't seen Pan's Labyrinth in a long time.
I think there's
there's
like
probably some weird water
there's like
scenes.
drowning sequences in like Death Stranding too.
Yeah, but
That's what happens when you die. I
mean,
think you respawn
but
underwater.
that's good. Like, yeah,
It could be like his own artistic.
I
Like,
think
He
I
definitely has some childhood problems.
Yeah.
I remember-
I'm just gonna put that out there.
I know. I definitely read this somewhere. Guillermo del Toro. He tried to do like games with Kojima so many times that he was like, "I'm done making video games. I'm never going to try again." And he's never like he's actually never like tried making a video game on his own again.
I'm just so sad that
he's
Silent
still-
Hills isn't gonna happen.
Yeah,
it makes
but
me cry every single day.
He's still
It'll
he's
happen
still
again.
working with.
The demand is too high for it not to be a thing.
But
I just hope it's not Capcom.
Konami doesn't need it though. Is the thing. Konami does not need it.
I said
'cause
Capcom, and they definitely don't have the rights to that.
No, that is the wrong company.
Capcom.
The
Silent Hills
whole
game.
like controversy with Konami was they like fired Kojima and they like desecrated Metal Gear Solid.
They
by
didn't.
making
They
the patchy slots.
They just took his name off the box, but his name is everywhere in that game.
Yeah.
Well, he's in the
And, like,
game.
see,
Kojima's on
have
Mother
been-
Base for me. Like,
People
he's
have
there.
been begging for
Wait,
years
seriously? I don't
for
know.
a.
You can get
Mother
Kojima at Mother Base.
I don't
yeah.
have him on Mother
People
Base.
have been begging for years for like a full like Fox Engine remake of Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah.
And they did that with the cutscenes, but they put him in a slot machine.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they
put out
fired
some
Kojima.
They put some clips on YouTube.
That would have made
and
me
was
salty.
It's so like sad.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe if loot boxes get outlawed, we'll finally get those.
Anyway, besides that, some movies that are coming out. I, Tanya with Margot Robbie.
I love her.
Sebastian Stan. I love Margot Robbie. She's great.
My wife.
No.
Yes.
Congrats on that, buddy. You're kind of like punching above your weight class, aren't you?
So yeah,
bit,
but
yeah.
I, Tanya's about like, you know, obviously Tanya Harding and like that whole.
I don't know
Obviously.
who that is.
All right, well, that's the end of that.
Maybe a history lesson.
Wait,
huh?
who is it?
Okay, so some. Here, let me read this. Based on the unbelievable but true events, I, Tanya is a darkly comedic tale about an American figure skater, Tanya Harding, and one of the most sensational scandals in sports history.
What's up with documentary, like pseudo documentary flicks?
Yeah.
What do you call those? Like the time
Biopics?
pieces. Yeah,
Biopics.
Thank you, biopics.
Is it biopics or biopics?
I feel like the more have come out in the last 4 years than anything.
Straight Outta Compton was
So
really good,
apparently she was.
That was really good. You're
But
right.
the thing that's interesting about this is because there's a lot of sides to this scandal, and
though. What
like
is the scandal?
she like something about like attacking another.
Ice skating is dumb.
Something about attacking another competitor so that she could win or something
Oh.
like that. Something about
Beat
that.
her with a wrench.
And then something.
Did you hear that like
I don't know.
Russians got outlawed from the
Have you heard of the? Have you
something?
heard the best record in hockey? That film. It's about this guy. He's the only person in history to take off his skate and try to cut somebody with it.
Oh my god.
About this guy named Happy Gilmore. Great film. You guys
Have
gotta
you
check
seen
it out.
that one movie about Maurice Richard, the Rocket? We had to watch it in French class senior year.
Yeah,
He's like he played for the Montreal Canadiens,
yeah.
and he was just really good at hockey.
All right. Here's another
What film?
Here's another good movie that's coming out. Ferdinand, the animated movie about a
The
bull.
Rock.
Is that the same
Oh, wait,
thing as
no, it's
Coco?
with John
'Cause it might
Cena.
as well
It's
be
with
the
John
same thing
Cena,
as
Kate
Coco.
McKinnon, Gina Rodriguez, and more people.
And his name is
I heard John
John
Cena answered the. It's like the BuzzFeed thing.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this movie.
Answering the web's most searched question.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I
Every time
I
be
see
on like
this,
Hot Ones or something.
every time I see Ferdinand on YouTube, I just immediately just close it. Like I just hide it like from my feed so that I don't have to see it because it really annoys me.
Disappointing.
But yeah, and
John Cena was
obviously
in,
the movie, another movie that's coming out, and you know the big one. Another movie that's coming out is The Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman, and it's sort of like
Huge Ackman.
Hugh Jackman, Zac Efron, and Michelle Williams,
Is he playing Wolverine?
Zendaya. No, he's
Oh,
playing.
don't care.
He's playing P.T. Barnum. Oh my god.
Oh, like Barnum Bailey,
what's the
like
one
the
he was in with the
circus guy?
skier?
Yes.
He was in the skiing movie.
I don't know.
Eddie the Eagle.
Real Steel.
Really, really good. Eddie the Eagle's really good.
Okay.
Oh
Hugh
yeah,
Jackman.
and then
Taron
there's,
Egerton. Yeah.
I got my.
There's this other movie coming out. It's a small little indie project called Star Wars Episode. Is it 8? What
It is
number
8.
is it?
I
8.
stopped.
The
I
last Jedi.
The last Yeti.
the last Yeti, the last Porg.
All the Yetis have been slaughtered after years of the Sith Lords. have been
Jar Jar
hunting.
Binks
How do you
says
guys feel
return.
about the Porgs?
I don't
I
care.
don't.
I mean, I could
I
not
don't
care
know.
less.
I couldn't care, but then
What are
I
they?
saw the rest of the
Ewoks
scene.
are cool.
I saw the rest of the
They're
scene where the
alright.
Porg was in
They're
the Millennium
sea Ewoks.
Falcon. I saw the rest of the scene in one of the trailers where
Don't spoil anything. I'll kill you.
I'm not.
but
excited
Chewbacca
for
just
it
like
right
slams one of the Porgs.
What?
Like, he's like slams it
It's
with
like
his paw.
eats
No
He,
way.
like, pushes it off to the side.
Dude,
and
you
get
just
out of here.
spoiled something.
Anyway, ow!
now. I'm not all that excited.
just
for
treated
Still
you
it.
made me
I
laugh.
treated you
Honestly.
like a porg.
Anyway, so Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman. It's similar to like La La Land. I think it's sort of like that
I'm
musical
sold.
Does it
sort of
say
thing.
Toledo on it?
And it's got like
It's from Toledo, Spain.
it's for the people who like it. You know,
Not like Ohio.
the same
Anyway.
people who did the
Holy Toledo.
the same people who wrote the music for La La Land were writing the music for this one as well. So. Yeah, I mean, Hugh Jackman has a background in musicals.
Yeah,
so,
he was a stage actor.
I mean, I don't
Really?
Yeah, he's a stage actor.
He's an Australian stage actor, and somebody swooped him up and became Wolverine.
Oh, he went-
He was in Les
He went
Mis,
to an
right?
audition. Like he really wanted.
Well, he was also on Australian soap operas.
Mm-hmm.
Australia
I
loves
just
soap
want
operas.
I want a movie with him where he speaks with an Australian accent because I feel like I just can't imagine.
He
it.
goes
watch
British.
the
Actually, no,
interviews.
he's American in Eddie the Eagle too. And he's the only American in that film,
Yeah, and so
which is very strange because everyone else is British.
another movie that's coming out soon that looks really interesting to me, at least, is called Downsizing with Matt Damon and Kristen Wiig, I think. Christoph Waltz.
I love Christoph Waltz.
Yeah, it's basically like the Earth has become so very populated, so they make people
right.
very
Yeah,
small,
I saw the
and they
trailer
put
for
them in
that.
like a tiny. So everything is shrunk. Like it's a crazy version of Honey I Shrunk the Kids on like a global level.
On
and
crap.
so,
Yeah, but like it makes sense. I
Yeah,
like
it makes
I like
sense
the
because
concept.
everything became smaller and the people become smaller. Is that
I like how they can
so
shrink
then everything
people.
is
They have the
cheaper.
technology
everything
for
is
that.
everything is cheaper to produce like
Yeah.
homes and food.
So
and,
instead of like buying like a can of soda, you just buy like a drop, and it's like 3 cents.
yeah,
Not
and
even.
so everybody
that
has
doesn't make any
huge
sense.
mansions.
Why,
Relatively.
why do you have the technology to shrink things but not control your population? Like, just stop having sex, you idiots.
No,
Do I have to bleep that out?
No, that's fine.
All
We're
right.
talking about population
I
control.
don't think sex will ever stop happening.
I mean, just like use birth control. You
Well, I
have
mean,
sex.
unless you get to like the level that like Japan's at, or they just have. Like,
Anyway, interesting idea. I kind of like want to see this movie coming
wanna
out
move to
later in December. But you know what is gonna kill everything else out here? Jumanji. Woo!
It has really great reviews.
oh
really?
No, oh no, really?
No, the reviews are really good.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, because it was like, let's go watch Jumanji. I was like, that's going to be awful. Please don't ever speak to me. And then I looked at the reviews and I was like, I'm going to eat my words. This is a 4 out of 5.
That's insane.
Like-
And the only reason I want to see it is because Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Jack Black are the only ones that seem interesting. Like
What's
Kevin
the
Hart's
redhead?
doing as Kevin Hart.
Karen
She's interesting.
Gillian.
Yeah, she's interesting.
Yeah,
I
but
like
what
her.
I really like is that Jack Black and
She was good in
Dwayne.
Oculus and Doctor Who. Anyway,
She wasn't. No one was good in Oculus. Nothing about Oculus.
she
is
was the
good.
best part of Oculus.
That's fair. She's attractive.
Dwayne Johnson and Jack Black kind of like
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
yeah, The Rock. They seem like the only characters who actually are having fun because Kevin Hart is like doing this his same old thing, like being the jokey dude.
Being Kevin
but
Hart.
I'm short. Get it? I'm not very tall.
I'm short and I'm really loud.
Get it? I'm short.
Stop! You're ruining the audio. Anyway, Jack Black and
Kevin Hart ruined the audio. That wasn't me.
Black
Hart
Jack.
ruined my life.
Jack Black and Dwayne Johnson seem to be the only ones doing like playing against type, really. And like Kevin Hart is like being the one who's totally playing type, like his thing. But that's what I really like, because like Dwayne Johnson seems like he's like the nerdy, like smart one, but not like in this movie, because normally he's the big guy who does the yelling of "Don't hurt George." You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Rampage trailer.
No.
Dude, you're not gonna let them hurt George.
That's hilarious.
I know.
Why do they think that's gonna be successful?
I don't know.
Like King Kong just came out.
You know that
wait, is that
you know that
part of
Rampage
that monster universe?
You know that Rampage?
No, it's not.
You know that
It's
Rampage
not.
is a video game.
Yes.
It's a video game movie, so it's gonna be bad.
Like, I didn't realize
Don't
that,
hurt George.
No, not George.
I didn't realize that Skull Island and Godzilla were in the same. Like,
They're also
Pacific
being.
Rims.
You know what's up?
And
They're
what?
also
Pacific Rim's in the universe.
oh, it is
Godzilla.
Pacific Grim.
Nice.
It's very.
No,
it doesn't look very good.
Godzilla, Kong, Skull Island, and like Rampage.
Kong.
I believe Rampage is being produced by the same people.
I don't think it's in the universe.
Yeah, but like that's really
They
weird.
wouldn't make a gorilla movie after they made a gorilla movie.
But it's so
Sure they
weird.
would.
It's
I
so
refuse to
weird.
believe that. Adam, stop. It didn't happen.
Anyway, yeah. So anyway,
What happened?
Jumanji looks,
Now I
I
wanna
guess,
play
interesting.
Rampage.
Pitch Perfect 3 is coming out. You know what that's
Oh,
gonna
hell
be.
yeah.
Molly's Game is also coming out with Jessica Chastain and Idris Elba. It looks really interesting.
What is-
Film
Jacksepticeye?
stars don't die in Liverpool.
Phantom Thread, which is
Wait.
Daniel Day-Lewis. He's coming
Wait.
back and he's playing this like creepy dude who like makes dresses and like he's like making his
Oh, I
wife
thought this was the anime.
The Silence of the Lambs?
sound really like, I don't know.
Dude,
You know, I've heard Hannibal's
really
really
weird.
great. I've heard it's an awesome TV
I've
show.
seen it.
I
It's
haven't
very
seen
good.
it.
So-
It's very good. I watched
That's
the whole
a-
season on Boss.
But obviously, you know, Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
We'll talk about it next week
Episode
when we
8.
all see it.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that later. I mean, we already talked about it a little
I'm
bit.
going to do a live reaction tonight.
All
I'll do it
right.
with my phone.
Okay.
In the theater.
Yeah.
What's up?
Like we do with Power Rangers? Yeah. Throw it back.
Did you see the video, like the vine of like the guy seeing episode 7 and he like has the flash on while he's taking the video, the opening crawls.
Turn the flash
Turn
off.
off the flash, you fucking moron.
And he's like, and then everyone cheers when it goes,
Yeah.
They're like, "Eh."
It's so good.
Turn off the flash. That reminds me, you see the meme where it's the guy and they're on the ice skating rink and he's like, get the wheels off the, and then he breaks the glass.
Get the wheels on the bus.
And then he's like,
Way to go,
"Good
Paul. Guys, Vine's coming back.
Is it really?
Yeah,
It's like Vine too.
the creator of Vine tweeted the V2,
We're gonna let
and
this
he
happen.
said he's been working on it. It's like a side project because he's
Okay.
like actually working at some actual Silicon Valley.
Tell
company.
all them Viners that jumped on YouTube to go back to their home.
Jake Paul
No, but I don't want them on Vine. I don't want Jake Paul to come back.
But they're almost
I want him to
like
go
a
to
new
prison for
generation
life.
people.
I don't know what for. I don't know if he's actually done anything that he should go to prison for.
He's really
But I
weird.
want him to go to prison
Well, they
for
set
life.
fire to their pool.
Oh.
Well, they threw all their furniture in a pool and set it on fire.
That's kind of
And they were
awesome.
like, this is a meme. Like, this is funny. And they were like, oh my god, it's taller than the house.
Anyway, we can talk about YouTube.
That's kind of
drama
hilarious,
later.
though. If it wasn't them, it'd be good content.
Anyway, let's talk about Thor Ragnarok.
Pretty good movie.
I thought it was great.
You guys can get closer to the mics.
Thoughts?
I didn't see Thor 2 because I heard it was awful.
It-
Thor 1 was pretty bad.
Tell
Thor
Luke to
3
stop
made
texting.
me care about Thor a little bit.
I care about him. I think he's a stand-up guy.
I think he's cool. I love Chris Hemsworth. I'm sure he's a great man. But I don't know. The other movies were just super uninteresting to me. But that one was. It was good. Taika Waititi is a very funny man. I've heard that his...
Korg.
Yes, he did. He was the voice of Korg.
Is it that Rockman?
yeah.
That I saw in the trailer?
I've heard that his other
Zero
movie...
justice in the comics and it pissed me off.
His other movie
Or
that
from
he
the
did, like called "What We Do in the Shadows," I think is
Yeah.
what it's called, about like vampires. I've heard that's really funny, and I kind of want to check that out because I like his comedic style. Because it was really good in Thor. But yeah.
I too like vampires. No, I have some qualms with it.
Such as?
Mostly like you're wasting a bunch of things. Like Surtur's wasted. That he's a great villain.
I heard.
I don't know if he's
Wasted.
wasted because he was successful.
I heard that they
He's
tried to
still in
do.
Asgard, but like they're not coming back down.
I heard that
Yeah.
they tried to do some big character, but they cut him out like wholesale.
Like who?
I don't know. I don't remember, but that definitely happened. And they also tried to do like a romance between
That's just Marvel movies in general.
Thor and that girl that Tessa Thompson plays.
Who?
Valkyrie.
Yeah, and
No,
they.
no. Well,
cut
they're
that out of it.
I don't know if they really did.
They did. but that's okay.
And then I think they cut that out as well.
Because they're supposed
See,
to
I guess
be.
it-
What I was disappointed about, I was really excited for the Thor and Hulk fight, and they played it up really big in the trailers and everything, and it wasn't as climactic as I think it should have been.
Also, like, you
that's
just
how you get
wasted.
people in
You
the
wasted.
theaters.
Planet
Well, yeah, I know, but like I feel like they
storylines
they
that
did
are
also
absolutely
waste Planet Hulk.
Stories that are absolutely crushed by this film. Planet Hulk as a huge one. Potentially World War Hulk. I'll talk about that a little bit.
No, it's not. That's not going to happen in the MCU.
It will.
I think there's no way it will.
Give it time.
They're never making a Hulk movie ever again, and I don't want them to.
Wait,
it'd be an
did they
Avengers
get
film. It has
the
to be.
Hulk rights through the Fox deal?
Oh,
Wait.
They
That's a
have
question.
they have rights to use Hulk in movies, but they can't make standalone movies.
Oh, is that how they got Hulk? Wait,
I don't know.
so is the Hulk with Edward Norton? Is that not
No,
Marvel or
it's-
is that Fox?
It's
I didn't
Marvel,
know
but
Fox
like
had
there's
a-
some kind of weird deal where it's
Fox
like,
gets all the money that Hulk makes in solo films.
I
so
didn't
they
know.
don't make them.
I didn't know Fox had Hulk.
Yeah, that's the Ed Norton
yeah,
film.
but like
Huh.
that technically
yeah.
kicked off the MCU.
Kind of. Yeah, it was. It was came out before Iron Man, and that's the one that I remember seeing when I was a
Well,
kid.
it's
And I
only
was just
semi
very
in
confused.
universe. It's because
Yeah.
like Thunderbolt's there, and so is Iron Man in the post credit scene.
Yeah. What? Wait. Who? Thunder.
Thunderbolt Ross.
Thunderbolt
That's
Ross.
the dude with the mustache, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Because
he was the guy that gave him the
people
Sokovia
think he's a
Accords.
Yeah,
Skrull.
he came back.
They
in
think
Civil
Thunderbolt
War.
Ross is a squirrel.
Really?
Isn't he?
Sokovia Accords.
I want there to be a movie with Red Hulk.
Yeah, he's Red Hulk, right? Is he Red Hulk?
Captain America 2. Didn't realize this happened.
What?
Yes, he is Red Hulk.
Okay.
What?
Do you know why Hydra waited all that time to take over Shield while they were still there?
Oh,
No.
Think about it. What else happened in that
Skrulls.
movie? Peggy Carter died.
Oh.
They were too afraid to take over Shield while she was alive. How cool is that? That's dope.
That's
that
pretty
you had
cool.
this like giant spy organization who was just like so afraid of you.
Yeah, like,
Even though you
there's
had
this old
dementia.
woman with dementia that we
they
don't
were,
want to bother.
They were too afraid to take over.
Huh.
That's dope. That's so cool.
Never thought about that.
Acquire Hulk. I'm not gonna get names.
No, okay. World War Hulk. Basically, what happens is Hulk goes back. Well, first of all, I should probably explain. Planet Hulk. What happens is Hulk is sent away on a jet by the Illuminati, which is basically it's Iron Man and Reed Richards and.
Wait, they're
Hank
the
Pym.
Illuminati?
Yeah, no, it's awful. It's an
Yeah.
awful name.
It's so stupid.
but
yeah.
basically, yeah, they send him away because they're like, "Hey, you're kind of dangerous, man." And Bruce Banner's like, "This is messed up. I'm a human too." And then he hulks out, and they throw him in a Quinjet, and they shoot him into space. He's supposed to land on an inhabited planet, but he throws the Quinjet off course because he's real strong and stuff. So he lands on Sakaar, and he meets Korg, who is an absolute bad mother trucker.
You could say BAMF.
I could have.
Stands for the same
I
thing.
could have said that.
And then
But basically, and then he goes and fights in the arena, and he does an uprising, and he's gaining all this power, and he becomes World Breaker Hulk. He can smash
and
planets.
he has a child.
He has a kid.
What?
His name is Sakaar too.
Huh?
He's named after the planet.
What?
See, I think now the reason that World War Hulk cannot happen is because Hulk willingly went into space in the MCU.
Well,
He went in the Quinjet of his own accord.
yeah, he's got nothing to be mad about.
Yeah,
So they could do World War Hulk if they give him something to be mad about.
yeah. But like, what are they gonna do?
Hey Hulk, you suck.
You
I'm
smell,
gonna
man.
beat you guys up now. That's what
You're big
happened.
and green and ugly.
Oh, really? Well, I'm gonna kill you. So basically, he goes there and like beats up every living thing on planet Earth, and then is like, "You're not worth my time."
Yeah, and
It
he's
basically just reaffirms that Hulk is the best. And at that point,
he's stomping hard enough that the Earth cracks in half.
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, like at that point, Hulk is the most powerful being in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like beat up Thanos, powerful.
Yeah.
But like other than that, Hulk.
So,
yeah.
but what else did you like about the movie? Did you like the comedy? Because I felt like when I watched the trailers,
I thought it
I
was
didn't
solid.
really like it.
I did.
you were talking mad crap on it. early
It
on.
worked out. I don't know.
I thought
don't
it was
know.
really good. I thought it was very solid.
Yeah, I haven't
Not
seen
my
the movie,
favorite
so-
MCU film just because of how much stuff it stifles, but
Yeah.
it's good as a film. There's not too much to say about it. It's entertaining. It's good.
Yeah, like it's not
Oh.
like super special. It's just like
I
it's a
remember
movie.
now. I believe I remember reading or watching somewhere that Anthony Hopkins was Odin, right?
Yeah.
So, but there's shots, pictures of him doing a scene like as like a weird like trash beggar man.
Yeah,
like,
that's cut.
yeah, they cut that out.
Oh well, like that was sort of
So-
part of it, maybe a little bit.
Like he was on Earth or
But-
something, and then,
yeah.
like he's like talking to like the low life of the streets, and it's like that's really interesting. But I guess I get why they cut
there's
it out.
indication-
They just kind of omitted that. It's like still sort of part of the story. They're like, oh, we need to go find Odin on Earth because like Loki hit him on Earth.
It just
so they
takes
go to
Loki-
Earth.
Well,
and
don't-
he's-
we're
it's
not
not that
spoiling
much of a
it.
spoiler. It's like in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
So then they go there and they're like, oh wait, he's not here. So then they go find him somewhere else.
So
And it's like they
how
just
was
skip
Anthony
right over. it.
Hopkins as Odin?
I mean,
at
he-
least in the part that
He really
was in the
didn't
movie.
have that much screen time,
Oh.
but I mean, he was Anthony
He's
Hopkins.
good. He's real good.
You know, wasn't he in the
I
new
think making him,
Transformers? That makes me so angry. He like retired and he came back for Thor and like Transformers, and it's like, what? You don't need to do that, Anthony.
It was just
don't
while
need to do
I'm
that.
here in LA.
You don't need to do that, Tony.
Well, he did Westworld, and then
Yeah, he did.
and then his character,
Which is pretty good.
well, I don't
didn't
know
finish
if you
it,
haven't
but
seen
it's pretty good.
Westworld. I mean,
I haven't seen it.
what the heck is wrong
It's
with you?
pretty solid.
Westworld's
Liam
pretty good.
McPoyle from It's Always Sunny's in it.
Really?
Yeah, he's like one of the main characters. It's
Yeah,
hard to take it seriously.
James
because
Marsden.
Liam McPoyle.
That's true.
Yeah.
James Marsden is also in it. Anyway, it's really good. Ed Harris. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
Spoilers. Thor Ragnarok. Let's get into it. So, before we get into that, if you want to see Justice League with no spoilers or like beginning of Justice League talk,
Go to this timestamp on screen now.
All right, whatever. It's fine. It's cool. So just
I have the hiccups.
just go to that time, and I'll try to put an annotation on YouTube, but I don't know if that'll happen. So anyway,
It
all
won't.
right. Thor spoilers in 3, 2, 1, go.
He loses an eye.
Odin dies.
I'm not surprised,
That's it. Justice League.
especially since I saw that in the Infinity War trailer. I guessed as much.
Yeah, and he loses Mjolnir, which is interesting.
I saw that in the trailer also.
yeah, that's
Don't
true.
touch it,
That was in the
please.
trailer.
I just want to wake it up.
I know, but don't touch it.
And
it's fine.
all of Asgard is totally destroyed.
Oh, really?
And
they
all
have
the civ-
although
I have a hiccup.
All the civilians are dead as well?
no.
Yeah, well, Thanos got him. They're
What?
What?
That's Thanos' ship at the
Oh yeah, in the post
Yeah,
credit
they're
scene.
dead. They're very dead.
But yeah, they all leave Asgard because Surtur is destroying it.
Isn't Idris Elba the dude with the...
He's Heimdall. Yeah,
Yeah, what
he was in it. He's like the gatekeeper of like the
I know what he
bridge.
does.
Yeah, yeah.
The Rainbow Bridge.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
but
are you asking?
Yeah, but like what happened to him?
alive.
He's alive.
He's cool.
He's just hanging out.
Korg
being a
is
cool guy.
completely. I don't want to say the B word. He is beat out. They completely made him not cool.
Taika
cannot
Waititi
podcast
is
with
his
hiccups.
voice, and it's really funny, honestly, because he's like he just sounds like a
But it's not
a chill
Korg.
New Zealand guy.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's up, man?"
But
You're like, "Hey, Korg."
but it's not Korg. Korg. I want to die. It's so bad.
Hold your breath.
Kill you. Just kidding. I'll never do that.
But yeah, so they have to leave Asgard, and
They're on the
like
way
they're on the way to Earth because
to New Zealand.
Thor's like, I don't know. I guess we
Wait,
should
the
go back to Earth.
Rockman's coming with
Apparently,
them?
yeah, he's him and the Bug Guy.
The Bug
but
Guy?
apparently in the
Wait, Bug
comics,
Guy? There's
in
a
the
Bug
comics,
Guy?
weren't they? Don't they move to like Montana or
It's
something?
like Norway, or is it Montana?
I thought it was somewhere in America. It was like
I don't
somewhere in
remember.
like Northwest America,
That sounds right.
but it's like
Sure.
some random like dumb state no one cares about, like Montana or Wyoming.
Got him. Sorry if
Take
you
that,
live in
Montanans.
Sorry if you live in Montana, Wyoming, or Idaho.
Or Florida.
I like
hate
Idaho. They
Florida.
make potatoes, and potatoes make French fries.
That's
Wait,
true.
I do
who's
hate Florida.
Wait, who's
Yeah.
this Bugman you guys are talking about?
He's just got knives for arms.
Huh?
What's his name?
He was one of the I don't remember, Meek, something like that.
Meek's dead.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Meek's dead, man.
He's a Korg's friend who has knives for arms. He doesn't speak. He's just like one of the other slaves on the planet.
Oh, huh.
But
I hope he's actually a villain.
Yeah.
I hope he turns bad on Korg. I want to see a solo
Doesn't
film.
he do that in like the comics or something?
don't-
Isn't he like
I
a
don't
bad guy?
remember.
I don't know.
What, okay,
World War
what,
Hulk is so bad.
what was your least favorite part of Thor Ragnarok?
When they wasted all those characters I like.
Okay, that's not part of
I mean, it definitely is.
which characters.
Korg. Surtur.
Really love Korg, don't you?
I do. I love Korg. Korg, Surtur. Literally anyone who was on the War World, Sakaar. It's a waste. It's sad.
Yeah. What about Jeff Goldblum?
I thought he was the best part of the movie. Honestly, I
didn't
love
think-
him. I love Jeff Goldblum so much.
I didn't think he was that good, but he's good.
Like, see, like he only ever plays Jeff Goldblum. But I love Jeff Goldblum. I want him to be my dad. And he's great. Did you see the episode of
Life,
Portlandia
finds
where
a way.
he's like selling artisanal knots? It's so
Ow.
good. He's just
He's a
amazing.
very good actor.
He's a great guy. I don't know that for a fact, but I feel like he's a nice person.
And Loki, did you like his arc in this?
It was like
He's been forgettable.
yeah.
Really?
Like, stop betraying me, man. Like, come on now.
The whole dynamic between Thor and Loki and like the villain was just like uninteresting.
Yeah, Kate Blanchett.
It was
right?
like, yeah.
As Hela, how was she? I heard that
she was
very...
decent as the character, but like you don't have a reason to care about the character.
I
Rather
like
than
the
like,
idea
whoa, she's so powerful. And it's like
I like the
so is
idea that
every
Odin
villain.
learned all these lessons. Like, he built this empire, then was like, oh,
Yeah.
God. Like, I'm a bad guy.
He's like, well, maybe I'm not.
I think it also makes him way less sympathetic. But
Yeah.
whatever.
He's dead now.
Because Thor can be.
Oh, right.
It also makes him come off like a super hypocrite when Thor's like, I just want to beat some people up, you know, man?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, Thor, don't do that, man. I'm taking your hammer and sending you to Earth to get beat up by a big robot. That's a great film. Arizona's a great
so
setting
good.
for that. Good pick.
Is Natalie Portman done with?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, she's
Okay.
got to be.
She was like, I'm not in these
She had
movies.
Yeah,
some
that's what I
like
thought.
contractual issue.
I thought
she's in
she
episode
wanted
8.
she wanted a certain director to be the director for Dark World,
not
and
true.
it was not her, and she was upset by that.
Oh,
But I
really?
think she finished out that movie and then just refused to sign a new contract or something like that.
I thought that was the deal with Gwyneth Paltrow, but she was back in Spider-Man, so I didn't.
Well, she very much likes money and steaming her vagina. Have you heard about that?
Gwyneth Paltrow,
Yeah.
I believe it.
And how she, like, was like, I steam
Goop.
my vagina.
Anyway, you
Just
have to
censored
finish
yourself.
That. We all know that, but yeah, her like whole thing.
She like does this weird thing where she like doesn't
She's-
let her kids watch TV, and she's just like an awful like
She's like a
so
super vegan.
uptight and just
Super
awful.
vegan.
And like if I just met her, I'd be so full of rage.
I like Jack in the Box.
Anyway, what was your most favorite part of the movie?
Jeff Goldblum. Like
The insinuation of Hulk's penis. Remember that?
no, not really. Oh yeah, I do. I do.
When he gets out of... No, you don't. It's in the movie.
All right.
I'm not ashamed
It's
of saying
biology.
penis. And it happens. Where he's like, Thundercats! Thundercats!
Huh?
Roar!
That happened.
Or ho! I can't remember.
Thor.
No, you've never seen that? Thundercats?
Oh, I have.
Yeah,
ever
there you
listen
go.
to Thundercat? The guy?
Thundercats.
I know that. I know
Musician?
that.
He's great. I
You-
kind of
you
want to go
did
back
that
to
in
Chicago
Variety.
a couple days
Yeah,
early.
yeah.
so I
Anyway,
can
so
see
what
it.
did you like about what was your? You said Jeff Goldblum.
Just Jeff.
Just
being
him.
Jeff.
The insinuation
Grandmaster.
of Hulk's penis.
The fight scene wasn't
Why?
terrible,
I think it's hilarious.
but it could have been a lot better. And I
Like,
think-
that's always been the elephant in the room for a lot of people.
That is
Like,
true.
is Hulk's
There was
dick?
even a college humor video, but
I think Adam just cussed.
did you?
perhaps.
Did you? I don't want to watch through this all the way again.
Descending in a madness.
I think you cussed somewhere else before this,
Oh,
and I
for
don't
sure did.
remember
I for
where.
sure did.
I don't remember where. I think it was like 22 minutes
forget
in.
about
All right, this is like
As long
40,
as it's in the middle, like, whatever.
This is 47 minutes in. All right, and then so yeah, all right, cool.
So how about that Justice League?
Justice
All right,
League,
non-spoilers ahead. Woo!
come together right now. Come with me.
Did they have other terrible like remixes of good
No,
songs in that?
no.
movie?
they didn't have anything else. The only good music.
That needs to die.
Yeah, I hated so much.
That's
The only good
that's
music
trope
that I
needs to
liked
die.
was whenever the Flash started running. It was like, I was like, oh, this is
How
so
is
cool.
Ezra Miller as the Flash?
He's fine.
He's all right.
Forgettable.
He gets a
He's
little
not
bit too.
blonde and it makes me angry.
Barry
so-
Allen's not blocked.
Barry
So-
Allen's blonde.
So what
Is
Brown hair in the comics.
what really upsets me about this movie
Google it. I don't know what I just said.
is the tone. The tone and the pacing is all over the place. There's nothing consistent about this movie, and it's a mess. There's just a lot there and not enough time to show it all.
I liked it.
I didn't like it.
Spoilers.
No. It was okay.
That wasn't me.
Was that you?
No.
What? Where did that even come from? Is that your phone? Do you have a
I don't know.
It's only showing me pictures of Grant Gustin.
say Ezra Miller Flash? Jesus.
No, I don't want. I want to see the comic one
Of what?
of Barry Allen.
Okay, well then look up Barry Allen
Well-
comic.
That's stupid.
Issue with Flash is that everyone wants to make a Wally West Flash, but just call him Barry Allen.
He's blonde.
You're blonde.
Yeah, he is
Exactly. I need representation in my films.
blonde. And Mary Jane was not
White?
White.
or redheaded.
Or even actually Mary Jane.
I take issue with that. Just because, like, she doesn't even, like, she has no resemblance to that character at all.
Yeah.
at all.
Was that
She
actually
better not be
canonical
MJ.
Mary Jane though?
No, it
I
better
hope
not
I thought
be.
it was just MJ was her nickname.
Yeah,
right?
that's just like a little.
That's just a little Easter
Like,
egg.
why would you do that though? You're just trying to piss me off. Like,
Yeah.
stop. I want to play with it.
You're gonna cut yourself.
I hope so.
Anyway, so Justice League. If you didn't know, Zack Snyder was directing this one. Same guy who directed Batman vs Superman,
his daughter's
Watchmen.
Daughter kill herself.
Yeah,
it's
which
sad.
is
Real
truly
sad.
like that's just so depressing. And like I don't blame him for leaving the project.
Yeah.
So he had to leave it. I don't know at what point he left it in.
I think it was
Post-production.
most-
I believe it was
Yeah.
post production. So
They had
you
to go
know
for
who they
Richard
got on?
6 months before,
They had Joss Whedon come back to finish the movie,
which was a great choice.
which was a bad choice. That's why I don't. That's where the movie falters for me. It's fine.
Why do you like Zack Snyder as a
It's
director?
just meh.
Why do
I
you-
don't like. He's a moments director, is what I hear people say. All
He's
the
a
time,
moments director,
which-
but there's
yeah.
certain things that
So he
when
like he has like this idea. Is like, oh, I want it to look like this, and he makes it look like that. And it looks great, but it has no purpose.
that's
And he can't write a
there's
story
certain
for-
there's
to
certain
save his life.
Yeah, there's certain things. The reason
what?
I
He
don't.
has a great visual like cinematographer like eye. Like he can make a great scene, but he cannot write a good story.
I think
fair.
I think
It's very fair.
what I
Watchmen's
like
great though.
what I like
Watchmen's amazing.
Watchmen is a fantastic movie. 300's pretty good.
I
Have
thought
you-
you didn't like it.
Watchmen? I don't like the regular cut. The director's cut's amazing.
Oh,
I have the hiccups. Leave me alone.
so
It's really
no.
hard.
Okay,
throws up.
so what I liked about Zack Snyder is that at least in Batman v Superman, I could see like shades of what he was trying to go for. Like I don't like when he like moments. It's alright. The whole moment to moment like filmmaking is kind of like a little bit gets on my nerves. It's kind of cheap.
It makes.
But what also, yeah,
non-cohesive movie.
what also I didn't like about Batman vs Superman was the whole Doomsday arc, which I think everybody didn't like, and I get like that's why the only parts that I liked about Batman vs Superman were everything but like the whole like Superman moment shots and Doomsday, like that whole ending bit.
Why did you say that name?
I'm actually kind of okay with that whole Martha thing, but you know what would have been so
It's
cool.
interesting when he pulled it off.
No, what really made me upset, what would have been so cool is if Batman had actually killed
Died.
Superman.
Oh.
No, if Batman killed Superman for real,
Why?
like, because then
And
there
then
would be no.
Doomsday killed everybody.
No, they get rid of like Doomsday's cut out like wholesale because that was the point of Lex Luthor. Like Lex Luthor would have been such a much more cooler. Like, oh my god, he actually like did it.
Much cooler if it wasn't Jesse Eisenberg.
And Jesse Eisenberg also that problem. But no, look,
like Jesse Eisenberg.
look, let's have
Jesse Luthor.
There's so if Batman had killed Superman, people would have been upset, but it would have made people be like, okay, we want to come back for the next movie, and it would have made more sense. Well, okay, we'll get into that into spoilers, but
So
it would have made more
Superman's
sense
totally
with
not dead.
what happens in Justice League.
Aquaman's a cool bloke though, isn't he?
Oh my god,
I heard they
He is.
underutilized him.
he's all right.
Yeah, he is underutilized. I think he's
Yeah,
really good.
you know what? The best
'Cause he's, like,
characters,
never in the
the
water.
best characters to me in Justice League were Flash and Cyborg.
I disagree. I think Gal
Really?
Gadot's Wonder Woman.
I heard they were the worst.
Yeah, she was good, but like then
Yeah, I
they.
think
Gal Gadot
I think
is
the Flash
flawless.
is god awful.
I want no, like I was saying before, I want them to euthanize the DCEU except for
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, but
Everything
they didn't.
else-
I'll take Henry Cavill.
I
with
feel
the
like-
dialogue.
Yeah,
I feel like they didn't
the
treat.
director. I'm sure he can do it.
I like Ben
well.
Affleck as Batman.
I don't hate him.
I don't hate him either. I
He's
don't.
the best Batman to ever go to cinemas ever.
Really,
I mean, who's better? Don't say Christian Bale. I'll slap you.
I didn't say Christian Bale.
Good job.
I just think Christian Bale's a better actor.
I want to slap you.
Come here.
You're probably right about that.
I don't think he's a better Batman, but I think he's a better actor.
I agree.
Yeah.
Not a better Batman.
Yeah, Ezra Miller's Flash kind of annoyed me a little bit. Like he was getting like to that like kind of like jokey like Joss Whedon, ha quip. And
liked
then
it.
I hated that. I hate the whole quip thing. It's getting really annoying. Like that's what's really causing a lot of my superhero fatigue.
I think a big
Ever
issue
since-
with that
what he
is
means is old
Cyborg should
man
have shared.
angriness.
Ever since Joss Whedon did Avengers with the like whole quip, all right, fight, okay, quip in the middle, all right, fight again, and then quip, fight, quip, and he brought that to Justice League, and it doesn't work for me.
You
It
should be a director.
would have been
See,
so much. More
I've heard that Cyborg should have shared the brunt of the comic relief character.
Yeah.
But he didn't. He was way too serious the whole time. Is what I heard.
Booyah!
Did he? Was it like a legitimate
it
booyah,
once.
or was it
No,
like
he goes,
a?
Does he?
Booyah.
Does he say
That's
it in
so
the
lame.
movie?
He should have been like, booyah!
Wait.
Yeah.
Was
That's
that
how he sounds.
Was that in the movie or did they cut that out? Because
No,
I don't
it's in the
remember.
film. He goes to the very end, he goes, booyah.
Oh yeah. Because at the end, like the whole thing resolved, and he's like cool again.
He should be like way too excited for his own good.
You know,
old.
they
Wasn't he
also-
like super CGI?
They also
whole
removed the
thing,
scene.
too?
Yeah, I don't love it.
It was kind of like
I think it's fine in the
it's
universe.
kind of janky. It looks all right, but
The new suit looks way better. I'll say that.
What do you mean?
That he puts on at the very end. His suit changed at the end.
Yes, that's true. That looks a
Did
lot
you
better.
watch this movie?
I did watch the movie.
not, and I don't want to.
I didn't see the part. If you remember in the trailers, there's like a scene where like he's flying straight up and the helmet comes down. Like his face gets carved up by the cyborg helmet.
That's dumb.
That was cut out of the movie, which I feel like that's okay.
That's the.
But I'm not a big fan of Justice.
I'm a big fan of Justice.
Oh God! Don't even get me
I like
started.
Young
No,
Justice.
that's an awesome line.
No, it's not. No, it is.
Have
not.
you ever read any Superman comic ever?
No,
that
and
is
I don't.
what Superman
and
speaks
I don't
the dialogue
have.
in the film.
And I don't have to have read the comics to like to say that I like this movie. This movie should stand on its own.
That's true. Absolutely true.
I don't understand how those two statements are
And it
related.
comes out of nowhere.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It comes out of Superman.
It comes out of Superman's mouth, and we've never gotten a shade of that in BVS.
He's
We've
just
never got a
too
shade of that in Man of
serious.
Steel.
He's not like the. He's not
At
a
one
real
point,
Superman.
would you want that in any of those films?
Never. It's so like, it's so Joss Whedon-y. I know he did that. I know he
It's
did
not
that.
Joss Whedon.
Zack Snyder would never have done that.
I feel like it was probably like a Zack Snyder thing.
It's not Zack Snyder.
I think it probably was a Zack Snyder thing.
Not Zack Snyder.
Because that's just Superman as a character. And now that think about it. He's never been comfortable in front of anyone before. Now that he's got pals, yes, he's gonna joke. That makes sense.
I think it just.
It didn't feel
In Man
right
of
in the
Steel,
I
moment.
don't care if it feels awkward.
In
That
Man-
piece of dialogue was amazing because it was
In Man
Superman.
of Steel, he was too serious. And in Batman vs Superman, he was too serious, and he wasn't like a Boy Scout Superman. He was like
But
murdering
that's
people
the
and
thing.
stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing
That's
is
dumb.
consistent. They're trying
Exactly.
everything
Okay,
from every
well,
angle with everything
here's how I
with this
feel about it.
character.
This is a step in the right direction. This is a step in the right
Come on,
direction.
man.
I didn't even say anything. I said fudge.
Uh-huh.
I just went fudge.
All right, go.
So yeah, it's a step in the right direction. Maybe overstepped a little bit, but the characters are characterized better in this film than they were anywhere else.
Yeah, I think they focus on the characters more, which I guess is why Steppenwolf kind of got shafted.
I don't
he
care
is
about
just a big. The whole entire time I was
Just
watching.
don't make him gray. Like, what are you doing?
He looks so
Just
boring.
be vibrant. Like they vibrated up everybody else's costume except for him.
I want to say this. I don't think the camera treated
Okay, I'll get
Wonder
here we
Woman
go.
very fairly.
You don't think
He's talking about how it looked at her butt.
Hmm.
I didn't catch it, to be honest with you.
Dude, there is literally there's so many scenes where she's not even Wonder Woman. She's just standing there. There's a shot where Batman and Barry Allen come off the ship, and 1/3 of the screen is dedicated to Gal Gadot's butt. I'm not even joking. That is a shot in the movie.
On one hand, yeah. I mean, that's...
And the whole thing where she talks to Cyborg, that's okay. Let's get into spoilers because I feel like we're trying.
3, 2, 1, spoilers, go! Everyone dies!
No. So if you thank you for watching. If you watched it all the way through this way, if you want to stick around for spoilers, let's do it.
More like
Please don't
boilers.
Yeah, I didn't like that. When they had the whole Superman fight, I thought it was cool. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was
What
cool.
whole Superman fight?
I
What?
kind of fell for
When
it.
Superman came and just made everyone look like his...
I fell for it, dude. I
Wait,
didn't.
what?
Dude,
What happened?
Alex,
What?
Alex,
Superman shows up at the end and makes
He was supposed to be
everyone look
dead,
like-
right?
Yeah.
course,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be honest.
Yeah.
When Superman came back to life and started fighting everyone, I wanted to hate that part, but I really liked
It was cool.
I
Why did he
really
come back to
liked it.
life? What made him come back
but
to
you
life?
know
They
what?
brought him back because they were like, we can't beat up Steppenwolf.
How did they bring him back though?
The Kryptonian chamber and...
Yeah, he was
So he was actually dead?
actually dead.
Yeah, and the mother
he was
box.
straight up dead.
stupid. That's
Exactly.
stupid. He can't die.
What was weird?
Well, there's some speculation they didn't actually die. There's no one saying that
I
he's...
don't
But you
know.
can't-
'cause the stuff raises off
I
his
don't
coffin
know.
at the end. So
Yeah,
no one
I
thinks
know.
he's
I hate that they
he's dead.
busted,
I feel like
they
that was-
busted the nut of him fighting Doomsday and dying, the Death of Superman arc. They busted that in the second movie.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of the stuff that they did in
That's a Marvel
BVS,
thing there, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that they did with BVS. They're trying to rush this universe too much.
Well, they want everyone to be like, oh, that's so iconic.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but
But
You can't force iconic moments, is what.
yeah,
that's
that is
the
true.
thing.
Very true.
It's gotta be organic.
Yeah, I really like
Tell
that
that to
fight.
Disney.
You know, dude, you have
Disney.
you have to agree. The best part of that fight was when he's the Flash is running, and then you just see Superman's got Cyborg coming at him this way, Aquaman coming at him this way. And he's holding them all off.
Well, you saw
problem.
the end credit scene.
Why are they fighting
It's like,
Superman?
I did.
Let's
So
really
they're
do it.
fighting Superman, and then Flash is.
But,
He's
why?
all right, we're gonna because
He comes back
to
and
life, and
he's
he's
memory,
he's
yeah.
kind of crazy.
He's struggling.
So for no reason, got it.
Yes, basically, and that's why I didn't want to like it, but I
it's
really
kind of filler.
yeah,
Yeah.
it really is, and I
Just
didn't
so they
wanna-
can have the cool
And now
guys
if he
fight
came
the
back and
other
just
cool
beat
guy.
up Batman, that would make sense.
I
Yeah.
really didn't want to like it, but I liked
That's
it.
so stupid.
It's so cheap of me. I hate it. But he's holding them all like this. Flash runs by him, and you like he's like still there, and Flash is going super speed, and then all of a sudden you see his eyes go. He's like watching him in slow motion, and then they have this like huge slow motion fight where like Flash is not trying to dodge him.
It's like 30 seconds.
It's so cool.
sounds
Have you
cool,
seen
though.
the comic panels? They've been going around where it's Barry Allen, Flash, and Superman, and they're gonna race, and they're like, "All right, let's do it for real." And he goes, "Okay, I've beat you before, Barry." And he goes, "Clark, those races were for charity." And he proceeds to just kick he beats him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like I thought the end credit scene was cool, and
Those races were for charity.
And well, it actually in that scene when they go into the ship, it is dead of night. They come out and it is bright day.
Travel time.
Yeah.
Like time zones.
And then
Like-
you know what else? Like I laughed out loud at the end of the fight scene, and you just see the boom tube come down, and you're like, oh, he grabbed the mother box, and you don't even see him. It's just the boom tube, and it goes right back up. And they're like, oh, he grabbed the mother box.
That's the Zack Snyder cut there. Yeah.
Yeah, another thing about like Zack Snyder
was
that
like,
I
oh
don't
my
like
God.
is like that whole moments thing. Like I was saying, like he does things because they're cool, not because they make sense.
Yeah.
Like when the Flash runs, like lightning just happens around him, right?
That makes sense.
Like, but-
Speed Force.
But like it doesn't. It's just gonna like cause
Speed Force.
problems for like other
Speed
parts of
Force.
the plot later. But
Speed
it's like,
Force.
What do you mean?
but it doesn't have to like do that.
Why? That's the
It's
whole
just like-
point.
but
It's the
it's-
Speed
no.
Force. They're doing like a
But
whole.
no,
I feel like there are
it's
better
speed,
examples
It's not
of what you're
lightning.
talking
It's
about.
like why?
I'm not sure what you're trying to explain.
It's just I'm saying it's dumb.
Do you not
I'm
want
saying
to
it's
have?
dumb.
Do you not
Yes,
want Flash
I-
to have his trademark lightning?
Wait, why does it have to?
You're a salty boy.
I am. I'm full
What is
salt.
wrong with the lightning with Flash?
It just why does it make sense? Why does it have to happen?
because it's a
Speed
Speed
Force.
Force.
no, it's because he wants to look cool on camera. Is why it's in there.
It looks cool in the comics because he has lightning coming off. Like that looks awesome. That's just a part of the character.
Not really.
If you get rid of the lightning, he looks like Quicksilver. That's what they do.
Except
With,
he's not because he's
that's what
1,000 times faster.
They already did. They did it in Quicksilver. The effect that they made on Quicksilver in Age of Ultron is literally just lines of like he just run fast and it like lines follow him and that's it.
Well,
There's-
to be fair, Quicksilver's a copy.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. And Flash is so much more cooler because of the Speed Force.
Well, yeah, but like when he's like,
Come on, dude.
When he like shows up like in Bruce Wayne's like
looks
office
awesome.
in the cave, like why is he not electrocuted? Just like it just makes like no sense.
Yeah, that's
Why
it's-
why is all his equipment not destroyed?
Yeah,
because
Speed
he
Force
shows
is
up?
like
it's
I don't know.
just Stupid.
That's like a problem. Like even in the Flash TV show.
Yeah.
Like he runs in and it's like he runs into the office and it's like all the papers are flying everywhere, but like no one gets hurt or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a whatever. I don't care.
Papers are a tad lighter than humans.
Yeah. Yeah, you see the hair go like when they're like.
Nobody's ever.
I wonder how
What
many
the
times they
hell,
have to do that
Barry?
kind of scene
I was
where like
working on that.
where like Barry runs by and they're like.
Barry, that was my 80-page thesis. Come on.
I've been working on that for 2 years. What the heck, man?
It's going to take me 20 minutes to make those
He's like,
papers
oh,
out.
sorry, gotta go fast.
Are you serious? And he'd be like, sorry, Dad.
Sorry.
But
sorry.
I think the future's looking hopeful.
Are you?
I don't.
Are
I
you
feel.
sure?
I still think
Yeah.
they're garbage.
Because they're already reshuffling the film schedule. So
Oh no, never mind. I'm hoping that at least the Flashpoint movie will be good.
It won't be.
Dang it.
It's too late to
what
reset
I'm saying.
continuity. What are you doing? There's not even a universe to reset.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well,
I
they
just
need
have
to
an
start
idea.
over somehow.
You know what would have been so cool? Okay, so this is continuing off of this is like offshoot of what I was explaining before. So if Batman killed, just tell me if this would have been way cool. If Batman killed Superman,
It would have been.
it would have been cool. That's the end of the Batman vs Superman movie. Like, holy crap, he just killed Superman. And
That's wicked.
also, okay, let me go back. One point I liked about Justice League was how they started with like that video camera footage or like phone footage of like that kid talking to Superman. I thought it was cool, but it wasn't consistent with Batman vs Superman because everybody was like, screw Superman, he's a bad guy. And then all of a sudden, like, he dies and everybody's like putting big giant black Superman flags
They made him
everywhere.
a martyr.
Yeah, so, but why? Like, huh? Like, that was really fast. Anyway, whatever.
It's a PR stunt.
So he killed... So he kills Superman. Superman's dead. Now, Doomsday is coming. Steppenwolf's here, and, like, Wonder Woman's like, oh, crap, like, we gotta fight this. And Batman's like, yeah, we got to. And then, like, they start getting into it. Steppenwolf has, like, a little more backstory. And they realize that they're totally and utterly screwed. Like, they meet Aquaman and Flash and Cyborg along the way. Sort of like, have you seen the Justice League Dark anime?
Yes.
Or cartoon movie? That was
seen Justice
done
League
really
War?
well. Have you seen that? Like, it's really good.
Justice League War is
Yeah.
what Justice League should have been.
That's one of the worst animated ones.
But
So
it's like it actually makes sense.
So
because
if they went that route, they kind of formed the league, but they can't beat maybe like one of the cities blows up or something like that. So some character dies, sort of like just to sort of show that Steppenwolf is kind of like is someone a force to be.
Now it's an audio only podcast.
It's okay. I can still edit in like a thing, but so Superman's, and so they have to bring him back, and then when they fight, it makes more sense because Superman remembers being killed by Batman, and he just tries to beat up Batman, and everyone's trying to stop him from killing Batman.
Is this dead?
Yeah, it's dead. Just leave it. It's fine. I have an After Effects thing that I put in by now. So yeah, that would have been cool. Oh my god! So they bring back Superman, and then and then Superman kills Batman, and then Flash runs back in time and tells Superman Lois is the key. Remember that from Batman vs Superman?
Yes.
That would have been really cool.
That would have been sick.
That would have been sick. Superman gets revenge on Batman, kills him. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, Batman's dead!" And then Flash is like, we have to. This is insane.
I'll tell you why I like that movie.
And then Lois comes in and saves. But I don't know, maybe something like that. That would have been really.
Here
cool.
are my final thoughts.
Yeah.
They showed me a Green Lantern that wasn't.
Wait.
Sorry.
They showed me a Green Lantern that wasn't.
there was
Hal
like a
Jordan
shot of a Green
or-
Lantern in
or
one of the
John-
flashbacks.
Or whatever, anybody I know, and they were like, "Hey, Green Lanterns are a thing," and that made me really happy. They're
Yeah,
like,
I'm glad that they
then
showed
why
it.
the hell?
that's a sign of universe building beyond anything. Marvel.
Yeah, exactly. It's
But
not.
why
it's
the
not
hell
like
is he
forced-
not in the movie then?
No,
Why is
no,
he
no,
not
it's-
fighting Darkseid?
because he dies 1,000 years before the conflict.
Yeah, like it's during a
Yeah, but
flashback
don't they
scene.
just replace them every time?
Yeah,
That's what happened when Abin Sur died. Immediately, Hal Jordan became.
No,
the
that's
Green
well, the
thing.
ring flies off into space.
Yeah,
so.
the ring flies off of the dead body
It's
of the
1,000
lantern.
years
and it
before.
flies
Adam,
out.
leave it alone.
But it didn't when Abin Sur died. He just came up and he was like, "Take this," and he took it.
Well, it's because he wasn't dead yet.
That's-
Rings do fly to the next.
No,
That's
but
still dumb.
what I really liked about
That's
that is
still
that, like,
dumb.
what I really liked about it is how like they brought it in kind of like organically, like he was just there, and you're just like, oh my god, that's a Green Lantern, and then like that was it, like he died, and okay,
That's fair.
yeah, I was totally cool with that. I thought that was a really neat way to show.
Also,
that.
Hercules and Zeus were both in this.
Yeah, they were there. He was shooting lightning. That was pretty cool.
Nice.
They should have brought He-Man into the mix.
Thundercats.
I have the power.
Anyway.
Camera's
Thundercats.
sad.
Thundercats.
So what's the plan?
Oh! What?
What's the plan for the next podcast? Or like, what's the next thing that?
Star Wars.
Yeah.
And then live reaction to Jim Carrey's Grinch.
All right.
We'll do them both before you leave.
Okay,
Well,
cool.
Go see.
Do
Star Wars.
you have like a thing planned this time, or like the question of the podcast?
Question of the
Question of the podcast.
Favorite indie film?
favorite indie film.
I don't watch.
Star Wars.
I don't-
Episode 4.
Favorite indie film. Favorite indie film. Gee.
I have the hiccups.
Oh. I wanted to see
Evil
it.
Dead. I take it.
I wanted to see
Yeah,
it, but I haven't seen it yet. I'm starting to get into indie films.
I'm not.
There was one movie that came out like a couple years ago called Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, and I wanted to see that, but I didn't see it.
I never saw it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, and I kind of want to. And also, there was the one about with Daniel Radcliffe and that guy Swiss Army Man. I want to really
that
see
was a
that.
fantastic movie.
God, I really want to see that.
I can't really think of any good indie.
There's a new one that came out with Willem Dafoe. Me and you can Spider-Man, or we can just fight to the death.
All I can think of is Lady Bird.
Spider-Man.
You choose.
You're destroying the mic right now.
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, it's called the Florida Project,
Dafoe.
and it looks beautiful, and it's
Oh my
like
God.
it looks so
No.
like I really want to see. it.
One of my favorite indie films is Tangerine. I think is what it's called. It's shot entirely on iPhones, but it's about a couple transsexual prostitutes in Florida, and
I'm on board.
and the main character finds out that her boyfriend has been cheating on her while she was in prison, and goes on a quest to beat him up.
It's like Kill Bill with transvestites.
Kind of, yeah.
That's dope.
And just like in like Miami, or no, I think it's in LA actually. But yeah,
That's cool.
it doesn't make any sense, and it's kind of funny.
I like that.
It's cool.
All right, we good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. One final time, Adam. Would you close us out?
Yeah, thanks
I
Adam for
don't
coming
remember
back.
how to do it.
Just be like, all right, guys. This has been the Market Messenger Movie Podcast. Thank you. See you next week.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into the Marquette Messenger podcast. See you next week.
I've been Adam Noll.
Yeah, you have.
I want to read this again.